Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Oh, my goodness. Wow. It's Friday night, and just got finished with the live stream. Thank you, all you great fans, for joining in. I know you joined in because we got rid of Mike Nolan. But seriously, I appreciate everybody coming through. If you want to help the channel, I actually have a dream. Last year's dream was getting the new computer that would enable me to really do a lot of different things with the channel, working on building a true studio. And so far, that has been incredible for this past year. And I have another piece of equipment that I'm going to be getting for the set, hopefully before the draft, that's going to really take us to another level. I want this to become the place to go for all your Cowboys news. And instead of it being just myself, I want to get opposite views, because, the thing about life is, if you only have one point of view, you're never going to be able to grow. You need to hear all sides of the argument so that way you can make the best decision with as much knowledge as possible. And that's where tonight was great, because I've got DMV Dallas Cowboys. Check out his channel and stuff. He's doing film breakdown. He was talking about, where we're going to pick a 10. He doesn't see that great edge rusher or offensive lineman. He said the best player that he thinks will be available by the time we pick, looking at the things as they are right now, might be Kyle Pitts, which is a great tight end. We're talking about a Kelsick type of a player, a game-changing tight end. Now, for me, I'm kind of like, dog, I need my defense to be better. I can't see my offense being able to score a lot more points than what we do right now. I'm okay with Blake Jarwin as well as Dalton Schultz. Okay, I think that's good enough. I need playmakers on a defense. I need a defense that isn't giving up 29.6 points a game. I don't want to have to score 40 points every week to win games. And so it's nice to have his point of view and his reasons behind it, and for me to say, you know what, you're fired, okay? Oh, fired, that's right. Mike Nolan. I never want anybody to lose their job, especially with everything that's going on with 2020 and 2021 and things. Nobody wants to see people unemployed. However, Mike Nolan just didn't work for whatever reasons for the Cowboys. When Mike Nolan was hired, I found out about it during the Super Bowl. And I was fortunate enough to talk with Demario Davis, who was coach. He was the linebacker coach. It was his coach. And in talking to Demario said flat out, he's a great coach. He's helped to take my play to another level. And maybe it was one of those things when you look at like Norv Turner. Norv Turner was a great offensive coordinator. As a head coach, not so much. You can look at Wade Phillips, great defensive coordinator, but not a great head coach. And maybe Mike Nolan is a better position coach than a defensive coordinator. I can even look at that and say, I think Rod Marinelli is one of the best defensive line coaches out there, but I'm not sure about him being a full defensive coordinator. So the Cowboys have decided we're going to part ways with Mike Nolan. The fit just didn't work. The players complained about the system being too complex. We tried becoming a hybrid defense, and we probably put too much out there for them to try and learn in a season that's just not like any other season. And maybe this is for the better. I think that the relationship, even though they started to improve and we're doing some great things as far as taking away the football, that maybe it's best to go ahead and move on. Now, the question will be is, who are they going to hire? Are they going to look for a no-name? Or are they going to look for a veteran-type coach? I don't know. Who knows what the Cowboys will do? But I hope that they get somebody who really and truly knows what they're doing and knows how to teach the players. My biggest disappointment, and it's funny how things come in full circle. One of my fireside chats the last couple of days was it was last night. My biggest disappointment is the defense not being able to tackle correctly. I've seen some of the worst technique in tackling and pursuit angles, in rush lanes, integrity, that these are things that are basic that you must do to stop people. And for whatever reason, the Dallas Cowboys literally, when they pass rush, could not keep everybody staying in their lanes. We'd leave these big gaps open for people to be able to run through, or the quarterback to step up through, or have a clear view of field. We started seeing some of that stuff turning in the end, but in the end, it was probably too little too late. So I hope whoever they get is going to be a guy who commands respect, because I don't know that these players respected Mike Nolan. I need a guy who can teach these young guys technique. And they have to be able to do it quickly, because you don't have the practice time that you used to have. You got 14 padded practices in training camp now. That's it. Everything else is a walkthrough. So you've got to be able to grab their attention in these OTAs and get them to buy in immediately, because once they buy in, once they believe in you as a coach, as a figure, they're going to believe it. And if they start believing in what they're going to do, they will be better with it. And I'm afraid that nobody believed in what Mike Nolan was teaching. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, they just wouldn't buy into it. So I'm hoping that we get somebody good, and I hope we get somebody in sooner than later. We also know that Mike Tomsula, the defensive line coach, was also let go. I'm thinking that this isn't the end of all of the people that are going. I got to think that there's going to be other moves that are made on the defense, getting rid of some of the coaches. But like Mike Nolan said this morning, what he's always done is, with players, they do exit interviews at the end of the season and talk to them about what they did right, did wrong, and what to do in the offseason stuff. And they do the same thing with the coaching staff. They do evaluations and exit interviews, and from there is where they decide who stays and who goes. So they did, or maybe they started with Mike Nolan and let him know, thank you for your service, but you're no longer needed here. Feel free to look for a job elsewhere. That's where we are. So tomorrow starts playoffs, with yet another year without the Dallas Cowboys being in them. I'll probably live stream one game a day. Probably do the Washington game, of course, because, well, let's face it, it's the Washington team. It's the NFC East. My question to you is, are you rooting for the Washington team because it's the NFC East? Or are you just saying, I can't root for the Washington team? I just can't. Because this is a hard one. I hate Tom Brady. I hate the Washington team. I ain't got a dog in the fight. Oh, well. Well, that's all I got for you guys. I am going to get up out of the cold. Again, make sure you check out DMV Dallas Cowboys. Check out his channel. Check out his video on Mike Pitts. Every week he's going to be breaking down a new player. And, of course, don't forget to check out Michael Anthony Fitness and check him out. Shout out to him for making sure he's writing down all the Super Chat names and for the drawings. And Asmodeus, you are a winner chicken dinner on our drawing tonight. Email me, cowboysmark94@gmail.com, so we can get you your prize out there to you. And, of course, shout out to DMV Dallas Cowboys for coming in and being part of the show. Be safe out there, and I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. Turn off the lights. This part is over. They say that all good things must end. Call it the night. This part is over. And tomorrow and the next day starts again.